Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the afternoon session of the John Snell Triples Classic. We've got Mooroolbark and Deer Park on the feed. We'll just zoom in a little bit. Now, I'll quickly just do some administrative things like share it out onto the different Facebook groups so we can get as many people on as possible to watch. We will have John on soon, hopefully. Righto. Righto, so for Monbulk, we've got Kylie, who's the lead Irma, playing second, and Brian, who's affectionately known as Smiley. And for Deer Park, it's kind of a Deer Park East Ivanhoe mix. Leading off is Laurel. Up next is Dave or Tebby. And then we've got Matty Perkins skipping the side. So once I get used to everyone's bowls, I'll be able to call it a bit better. But I've got bowls flying around everywhere. And on the next rink, of course, it's the Lilydale guys playing Mooroolbark. So there'll be bowls flying around everywhere. As I said, I will find out what's going on shortly. Now it looks like it's really grainy on the live feed. I don't know why. Maybe the internet's playing up here at Lilydale. I hope it's not. Smiley's a bit wide there. I hope that the internet picks up here. I'm watching it on my screen. Just missed out there. So Monbulk pick up the first. Tick. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the man himself, the great John Snell, on the live feed with me. John, how are you, sir?
I'm very well. I can't growl at all. I'm getting a bit older each year, and but other than that, I'm good.
Not playing this year?
No.
Having a rest?
No,
You should.
I'm allowed to just take it easy and watch.
Good.
Yeah.
Because again, the tournament's named after you.
Yes,
So you should be able to
yes.
sit back and enjoy it
Yep.
for what it is.
Yeah. I'm just happy to see so many people enjoying themselves.
It is great.
It is. Yeah.
Been a big-
And knowing that they're doing something good as well.
Yes.
Raising money for the Children's Hospital, which is
that's
fabulous, yeah.
And it's good to see a good mixture of teams this year. I think last year, I think Lilydale had to put in 4 or 5 teams. And I think there's only 2 this year.
Yes.
And we've had 2 country clubs on the feed for the first couple of games.
Right.
One was Traralgon RSL,
All right.
and the other one was Bungaree from Ballarat.
Yes, right.
So that's been good to sort of see them.
Yeah, to come that far, that is good, yeah, yes. And
Long way to come. But again, it's
a
all
lot of
in
good
support.
work goes on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. You can watch the bowls on that.
Yeah.
So we've got the Monbulk guys.
Monbulk, yes.
Monbulk, and it's a mix of Deer Park and East Ivanhoe.
Oh, that's
So
a cool.
Matty Perkins is from East Ivanhoe. and Laurel and Dave up the other end there from Deer Park.
Right.
So again, even Deer Park's a fair height.
Yes. Yeah,
Not like it's around the corner.
Coming across there, yeah. I know, good to see. What strikes me is the number of young ladies,
Yes.
girls really,
Yes.
that are playing.
Yeah, we
I
had,
think how things have changed in my time of playing when, I was looked upon as a young whippersnapper when I started at 25, and
yeah.
now they've been playing 10, 12, 15 years when they're that age. Very, very good to see. Very good to see.
How many was that? Do you? Okay. Sorry, I've been muting that as I generally ask people, but
Right.
that's all right. People understand. As I've said, Johnny, I'm running this by myself, so it makes it a little bit difficult when you're
Right.
running this kind of feed by yourself.
Yeah.
Fix that up. Oh no, that was a bit short, so they're throwing that back.
Ah, right. Yes.
Going long.
Live streaming has really come to life, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
You come to life, yeah.
It
with
has,
that.
and it's a good thing, and a lot of people have said to me, look, it's great that you're out there promoting the game, and people can sit back and in the comfort of home.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
The other last week I was watching the New South Wales Victorian,
Test
the over
match,
60s and the para athletes, and
yeah.
you go back even 5 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to sit at home and watch that. And,
No.
you'd wish your mates good luck on the way out, and
Yeah. Yes.
ask them how they went on the way home.
Yeah. Yes. It's fabulous, really. It is.
Especially through all these different streaming channels, you could almost watch bowls.
Full time.
Yeah, full time,
Yeah.
12 hours a day you can watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like my bowls, but not that much.
I know you'd get sick of it, but no, it's good to have it there, and you can come, in your own time and pick up a match that you'd like to see. Or yes, that's fantastic. Good. Not only live is it good, but to be able to go back and pick up some of those good matches.
Yes.
It's really great to watch.
Yeah, I've had a few people, because I've done like the novice, the Eastern Ranges novices.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's
champion
right.
of.
Because our two young blokes did well, won the pairs
Yes,
for
they
it.
did.
Yes.
Did the champion of champions, the Eastern Ranges champion of champions.
Champions. All right.
So did the final there on the Monday night, and again, it's especially I do a lot of the Eastern Ranges stuff.
Yes,
clubs
right.
around here, and it's just good to be able to promote the talent here.
Yes. Yes. I only just got their newsletter, and I was only thinking to myself, by gee, they're doing a good job there, Jenny Holmes, and putting that newsletter together, and a lot of good stuff in it. And,
Yeah. Definitely is. Gives everybody a chance to know what's going on and promoting who's doing what and how they're going with that kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
And it was when you mentioned before, there's a lot of younger ladies around.
Yes.
I did the Mitcham game in the previous feed, and they had young Marley Malcolm. She's over there. She's 14, I think.
14. Yeah. Right.
Just represented Victoria.
Yes.
They did the tri-series up in, I think it was in Queensland, so it was Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland.
Oh yes. Right. Yes.
For all the under 18s, and that was great to have that tournament on. So
Yes.
a lot of the younger ones now are getting that opportunity to go into state, and
Yes.
it's only going to bode well into the future.
Yes, it's sort of changed so much in in my time, all for the good, and as far as bringing so many of the young ones into it. We were always behind the other countries so far as young people playing the game, especially the UK. But now we're sort of making up for lost time, really, with so many youngsters coming into it. And I don't know whether you saw anything of that Australian indoor, that new young fella, McShane.
Yes.
Fabulous, yeah.
Yes.
He's got the world at his feet as far as the bowls is concerned. But those blokes now, they're full time. That's their occupation, really.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of them are. Like I said, there's a big tournament up in Yarrawonga, Mulwala.
Yes.
The 2 days that I'm live streaming, it's a $40,000 falls competition.
Oh, is it?
So you can guarantee that they'll get a lot of people down from Sydney, and a lot of the top line players down from Sydney with that kind of money.
I'll bet, yes. Yes.
Because unfortunately, I was talking to one of the organisers yesterday. It's sort of the start of our pennant season, so a lot of us are playing pre-season games.
Yes.
I've spoken to a few people. I said, "Are you going up?" And they're like, "I don't know if I can because we've got pre-season games on."
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's true. Yes. Yes.
Well, Sydney pennant's finished.
Yes. Well, yeah. Yes. The calendar is getting more and more crowded, but.
See, that was the thing. Bowls used to be a summer sport.
Yes.
But now with all the places with roofs and stuff, it's turning into almost a full year.
It is, yes. Yes. Yes, well, we all used to try and make it up north in the winter time. Because there was nothing on here at all in the southern states. But yes, that's another thing that's changed.
What's going on here? Just getting a measure. Is that close? So, one to Monbulk.
Looks like they got to call the umpire to decide.
Yes, I think somebody prematurely called the umpire.
Oh, no. I didn't have to measure that. That was very, very close.
So we're tall after 3 ends. So Johnny, how long have you been? I was telling people earlier in the morning session, but we'll go over it again as soon as you're here. So I was telling the viewers how you've been doing it for years, how you shouldn't call it recycling, but you do up older bowls, have done for years, do up older bowls, sell them, and all those proceeds you've always given to the Royal Children's?
No, to charity.
Charity, yep.
Yes. Yes, I've been doing that for just about nearly 40 years now, and it's been great for me as well. It keeps me occupied, especially during COVID when we couldn't play.
Yep.
Restrictions on everywhere, and so I used to stay home. I love doing it, and I still do. Yes, it helped some people along the way. That's all the better still.
I shortchanged you. I thought it was 20 years.
Oh,
there
right.
You go, 40.
Yes.
And how much do you think you've raised over that time? I know we said last year, but I've got a memory like a goldfish.
Well, actually, I only started sort of keeping tabs on it for about the last 24 years, and I think it's about 140,000.
Wow.
In that time, so yeah, it's been good, and as I say, I still love doing it. It's a challenge, and to make something look good out of something look pretty ordinary before, and you get to get to know a lot along, like everything. Work on something and you get to know more about it.
Yep. Just going to... No. Umpire did come out. I thought one person called it one way and
the other
somebody else called the umpire.
Put
And
it this way, ours is closer, but they got the flat one.
And this is not a full-time job for you then, is it?
No.
No? No?
No, I do it on the odd weekends here and there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too busy playing, John. I think I played you 3 times last year. I played for Baronia last year. I moved,
right.
so I think I played you three times. You personally as well. I think I kept getting your ring. I got you in a pre-season game, and I got you at the last game here for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And you gave us.
No, we got washed out, didn't we? The second.
Oh, the second game we did too.
Yeah.
We
Rained
did.
all,
That's right. So you got a better memory than I do.
Yeah.
No, I actually like what you did here in terms of, and I know you personally, your rank personally had, how many new bowlers, like first year, second year bowlers did you have?
Well,
I think in your rank you had 2, didn't you?
I don't know the numbers, but it's quite a few. It's been a great year for us, really, with the number of younger ones that we've picked up.
Yeah.
And it'll augurs well for us in the years to come.
And again, it was good experience, and it's the one thing that I enjoyed seeing from an outsider's point of view, and I think a lot of clubs really need to start thinking about doing this themselves, is people like yourselves were giving the younger, not so much young, but first, second year bowlers the opportunity to play in Division 2.
Yes.
And from where they started to where they ended up was a huge improvement.
Yes, no doubt.
So I think clubs need to start thinking about that and start saying, well, to play new bowlers in something like a Division 6,
yes,
they're not going to learn a lot down there. They need to look at playing the newer bowlers, I'll call them,
yes,
up in the higher divisions to get experience. They're either going to sink or swim, and your lot.
Yeah, and they're going to yes.
Your lot swam, and they swam very well.
Yes, they're very conscious of it here, and of course they have the schools here from time to time, and that starts them off.
It really gives them, the new bowlers, an opportunity to play against better opposition.
Yes, yes.
And as you would know, the better the opposition you play against, the better you become, I believe.
Exactly, yeah. Yes. And I encourage those newer players to get out and play as many tournaments as you can, because, and then that fits you well for when you get into pennant and you want to work your way up to be in the top division, and that's the best way to go about it that I can see. And we're fortunate here. We've got some good coaches and that prepared to give the time to those younger ones, and it's really it'll be interesting to see this year if we can get 1 or 2 of those up from Division 2 to
your Prem B side?
Yes, yeah. Because there's a couple of them certainly do show promise, all right.
Yeah. As we saw, a couple of your guys went very well in the novice Eastern Ranges novices, and then
they did. They won the pairs.
State Carnival, they won the pairs.
Yes, that was great. I watched all that. Was that your live streaming in that?
Mm.
It was. Yeah, I watched all that. That was very good.
It just shows what a good future Lilydale has here.
Yes.
And again, like you said, coaches want to spend time with the newer players.
Yeah.
And they invest in a lot of time, and that investment comes back in spades.
It does, yes.
And again, playing with people like yourself, having yourself as skip with the newer players, also gives them great encouragement to be able to play with a player of your ilk.
Yeah, well, yes, not only me, yes, it's, it's good when you get the top players in the latter years, that if they sort of prepared to go down a division and pick up some of those players there, they gain great benefits from it there, no doubt.
I've been too busy talking to pay attention to what's been going on here. Smiley's rolled one in for shot there.
He did, yes.
Murphy's done here. Going to come back hard enough or not? Not far away. Bit short. As you can hear in the background, we've got some live music going on.
Yeah, very good.
There's plenty of spectators, John. Again, it's good.
Yes, yes.
Only charging $5 a head for spectators, and
Yes, yes, and they pretty good at putting their hand in their pocket when it comes to the raffles and everything like that. It's good. Yeah, and last year I know we raised over $13,000 last year.
that's good for a first year.
Yes, yes.
That's very good.
A lot of hard work by a handful of people, but
Yeah, people like Luke and
and his dad and mum, they're both
Yes.
they're very much involved. They do a fantastic job.
Inghams.
Yeah,
Again, very good club people.
yes.
Which is a great thing to have. You really do need good people around the club for the club to thrive, and
Yes, workers,
like it's great to have good bowlers and stuff, but there's a lot of things that go on in the background, and if you have the right people in the right places,
yeah, yes,
again,
yes,
you succeed as a club.
yeah. Yes, it's been very evident since I've been here for 11 years now, and it's very evident they got good people
Yeah.
to do the jobs that many of us don't like to do,
Yep.
but some revel in that sort of thing, so it's good.
I'm presuming running a club is a little bit different than what it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yes.
Because they used to be just a sporting club, and members
Yeah, that's right.
sort of
Just-
kept it going with their fees per year.
Yeah.
Whereas things have changed a little bit. I think it's slowly coming around. The clubs need to start thinking about it as a business.
Yes, I think that's really happening because, and especially now, they see that if they can get a roof over their green,
Yep.
that's a big step forward.
Yes.
And so that sort of becomes a competitive sort of thing, and hopefully, a lot more clubs it'll happen to, and it'll bring more players into the game, and particularly more lady players into the game, because they feel that heat's too great in the summertime.
Yes.
And if they got covered greens, they'll get more ladies playing for sure.
Yes. Good ball there by Dave. Now, I know there are plans in the works for Croydon to get a new facility.
Yes, yes.
At some stage in the near future.
Yes.
I know it was on the cards, signed, sealed and delivered, but then COVID hit and all the councils ripped up all their contracts.
Yeah, well, that was the same with us. Apparently, we were on the list just before COVID, but what with COVID and overspending a bit on the big building opposite there, it put a stop to it. Yeah,
Another good ball there by Tebby. So I think at this stage, Deer Park are holding 2.
A close game, yeah. Well, I know the Monbulk side have won their 2 games.
Oh, they have? Yes.
Yes, I don't know about the Deer Park
I will ask
East Ivanhoe.
question. Hey, Tebby, did you win your first 2?
No, we lost to Dylan by 6-7 shots or something.
Oh, so you've won 1, lost 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Won our first by 11.
Yeah.
Won by 7.
There we go. So, Monbulk have won there 2. Deer Park East Ivanhoe have won 1, lost 1. But I don't think a tournament like today is only for bragging rights anyway, you would hope, because like last year, most of the teams put their prize money back into the pool of charity takings, which was really good of them.
Yes.
And I presume they're going to do the same today. I think everyone's here for the right reasons, not for the prize money.
Yeah. Yes.
Put in a beauty there, so they're now holding 2.
Yeah, so
Front bowl by Smiley's cut out one of them.
Got 3 now, actually, no, 2 biggest. You beat that. Oh, you play your own. Better there, mate. You taught 4 hands. We got 2.
As Tibby just said, they're holding 2. Matty Perkins on the last bowl to potentially pick up another one.
Not quite
He's
there.
going to pull up short.
Yeah. He had a good first bowl though. Beauty.
Well, I know it's 5 ends. Let's start with that. Geez, it was nice and warm when that sun was out, John, and
Yeah, you got the shorts on.
it's gone away, and I'm just going to put the
Just
tracksuit.
before lunch there, it was quite
Yeah,
warm.
beautiful. That's all right, I have to move the camera, that's good. There's some decent talent here, John, in terms of bowling talent. I know Clayton have bought a couple of their Premier League players.
Yes, I think I think a couple of them would have been about worn out because Kelly, she's just won the Victorian Ladies Open.
Yes.
And then she came into this weekend one that they've just had, and her partner Ali Forsyth, he did much the same actually.
Yes, he was bowling yesterday. A couple of your boys and Olivia they bowled yesterday as well in Tarragona and then headed back and into it today. So
yes, they'd be feeling feeling it a bit hard to concentrate probably.
Yeah, yesterday would have been pretty full on in terms of concentrating all day long.
Yes.
But again, I think that's eventually what Luke, as he's walking up here, Luke Ingham sort of wants it to be a big club championship in the years to come, where the clubs send the best of their best.
Yes, that's right. They get those good players.
Yeah,
here,
really good players.
That would have stopped a few the weekend play that they had, no doubt, because there's a lot of bowls in a short time.
A lot of the younger ones are used to it though, John, that's the problem.
I was just going to say, yes.
Play Pennant all day Saturday and then back it up at 9 o'clock next morning for an all-day tournament.
Yes.
I say I do that decently frequently, sort of once the season starts. We'll play Pennant on the Saturday and then off to a tournament on the Sunday.
Yes. Oh yes, in the younger days, it's no bother at all. And there's plenty of tournaments on. There was a good thing in a way, very strange really. About 30 years ago I wrote to Bowls Victoria and suggested that they should cut the pennant numbers from 10 teams to 8.
Yep.
And it gives the clubs chances to run their tournaments, from which they get their finances on track sort of thing. And now after 30 years, they knocked it back then, but now after 30 years, they're doing it.
So does that mean any suggestions we make at Bowls Victoria, they'll be picked up in 30 odd years? Well, at least we know people.
We better be careful, yes.
Yes, I will ask the gents when they come down to get out of the way. Smiley's forgotten that he's on the live stream.
Oh.
So I will give him a bit of a nudge. He's coming down my end now, so I will let him know. Very good point, Noel. Like I said, I will let them know for sure. Were there, even, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, were there a lot of tournaments around to go and play, John? Or?
Yes, there was plenty around at that stage, but there was too many clashes as tournaments, and whereas giving it those extra sort of 4 weekends, it means that those got in quick can take up those places. Because last year, I think, was the first time with the eight teams to a section. And, so I thought Pennant's always been the backbone of bowls in Victoria forever.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I just feel that 18 home and away games is good for... top 6 or 7. But those last few games, for those down the list, maybe those fighting relegation, maybe they had an extra incentive, but generally speaking, the interest is inclined to taper off a bit.
Yeah.
But with 14 games and giving them the teams or the clubs that chance to run, they're good tournaments that bring in some reasonable funds.
So was there much prize money like there is these days? No.
No, practically none, say 15 years ago.
$50 in your pocket and you're quite happy?
Yes, yeah. Yes, those early days. I think for all that time I played, the biggest prize money I won was $3,300.
That's not bad.
And that was runner-up in the UK, the UK Masters.
Yep.
But they were offering much more prize money over there than we ever were, and it's only in the last few years that we've sort of we've encouraged a lot of their players to come out here to play in those big tournaments.
A lot of them are just coming over to play full stop with all this fly-in, fly-out rule.
Yes,
So we've got now international players are allowed to play. And
yes. Oh, that part's changed,
well, they're the guys that are making a living off playing bowls.
Yes.
I wish I was that good.
Yes, my wife only said to me last night, you just were born a bit early.
Yes.
Yeah, but I wouldn't change anything.
Oh, no.
Money was never...
I think your career speaks for itself, John, just quietly.
Well, money was not a priority.
No. Well, again, you look at what a lot of the Premier League players have the potential of making.
Yes.
You could have well and truly made a decent living out of playing bowls.
Yes.
In your prime, if it was now.
Yes. Well. Yeah. When I think about, players talk about, the best players around. But it's like racehorses. You can't compare the player of today with the player of 30 years ago.
No.
Because when I was selected to go to Canada for the Commonwealth Games, I got absolutely no help from anybody as far as knowing what we could expect when we got over there. Yeah. Whereas now they're able to go and play a couple of times over there before you play
any tests or anything like that.
Yes. So it's changed a lot, and on the finance side you'd be interested in the fact that while I was in Canada I got the princely sum of $4 a day. $4 a day, yes.
I'm just going to tell these blokes off.
They're playing pretty.
Yeah, I think we've got to buy these.
There we go, just had to tell the boys off. There you go, Noel. So yeah, but the one thing I find, John, and I'm interested to see what your opinion is about these fly-in, fly-out players. Do you think it's good, A, for team continuity? So as in, because a lot of them only play 8 games out of the 14.
Yes.
And then I think there's a lot, because of player money now, there's not a lot of loyalty to clubs.
Yeah, you did right there. Loyalty, yes, is sort of, to a large degree, has gone out the window. But when it's people's livelihood, then you say, well, I've worked hard at it to get where I am. Why shouldn't I be able to capitalise on it?
Yep.
Finance-wise, and one of the hard part to me is that players that are on the edge of getting into, say, the Premier League side, they suddenly import somebody, an Australian player or whatever, and that player that was on the edge misses out.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are hard. But having said that, that should give them the incentive to work harder at it, so
yes.
that they can hold their place in the side. And it's one of those conundrums in the game, really, I suppose. But it is more a professional game than it was in my day, for sure.
Look, you get the same in footy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, someone offers them $100,000 more than what they would get at the place they're at, and off they go.
Yes.
So again, money can be the root of all evil sometimes.
But when you think about the overall picture, bowls has just blossomed really in the last 10 years, say. So the benefits, bowls has benefited from that, and so it's made it the sport that it is. And see, in my time, you couldn't get on television because it wasn't a television sport. But now,
early 80s they didn't they have the World Bowls or
World Bowls. That was
they used to show
80s.
a bit on Channel 7.
They did, yes. I remember it well. First Jack High, 1980.
That's right, Jack High.
Yeah, and it was sponsored by Mazda. And they did a wonderful job, really, they did. But it still hadn't taken off then, but it's changed dramatically even since then, with and colourful with the coloured bowls that certainly helped, and colourful as far as the gear that they're wearing, and
yes.
So yes,
which encourages the young people, because again,
yes, well, definitely does. Yes. A lot used to look over the fence and say old men's game, and but no, that's all changed.
Yeah, it's definitely getting out there. Not as a young person's game, but it's an all-inclusive game for everybody.
Exactly. Yes.
Regardless of anything, age, disability. It really does. It's probably one of the sports that can cover everyone.
Yes. Well, I've said for some time that bowls is responsible for a lot of older people being alive.
Yes.
Because not only do you get the gentle exercise, but it's in a confined area, so it's socially it's great.
And also the invention of the arms, or as people call them, the cheat sticks.
Yes. Yes.
That's kept people involved.
It certainly has. Yes. Yes.
Well, that would have been.
Yes. Yes, I'm one of them. I wouldn't have been playing for sure if I hadn't been able to play with the arm.
How many years have you had an arm for now?
About 14 years now, yes.
So again, you probably would have had no choice but to give the game away 14 years ago.
Yeah, that's right, yes. Yeah. Yes, the back wouldn't let me bend. I could bend, but getting up was the hard part, and staying down was just... Yeah. No, it's been fantastic for me and for a lot of others.
again, I've played with and against a lot of para-athletes
Yeah.
as well.
Yes, well, they say it's a cheat stick, it's an advantage, but I don't see too many top players using them, international players or anything like that.
I was going to say, how many international players? Or
yeah, now they've got a choice different to early on when you had to have a medical certificate to play, which was when I started, but then when they opened it up, there didn't seem to be any of the top state or international players.
No, I don't know how many arm bowlers have won the Australian Open or the Vic Open or any of those kind of opens.
One Victorian fella from Warrnambool, my memory for names is not good anymore, but he was runner-up, I think, in the state singles.
Yep.
A bit unlucky to lose it, I thought. I remember watching it on television.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
No.
So yeah, I'm with you. I don't know how it's a cheat stick if you're not getting the big line players using them.
Well, I've always felt that maybe a little bit of advantage in long ends on slow greens, but you don't have touch on the fast.
On the quick ones, no.
No, you don't have the touch. You don't
Nice
have
bowl
the
there from Smiley.
feel. Yeah.
See what Perko can do here to stir things up. It's not going to be far away. Whack.
Oh, got one out.
Well, that gives them shot. Let's see if Brian can put it back where he had it. The answer would be no. Just wondering whether this is one or two.
So
I reckon that blue and white bowl's jack high and it's got its nose in front. Yeah, two. I'll just get a score confirmation here as we're down to the last couple of ends. So 2 ends to go. Deer Park, East Ivanhoe. So yes. So 9-4 with 2 ends to go.
Do you want to play the last game? For me?
Yep.
So, well, I'd like to thank Johnny Snell for being on the feed. Thank you very much for your chat, sir. And
my pleasure.
We've just found out you're off to have a game.
Yes, can't beat playing a game, game of bowls.
That's
so,
good. Again,
yeah.
last game, so have fun. Again, thanks very much for that, mate, and I'll see you later on.
Right, mate. We might play again. I don't look at the draw.
No. Well, I've gone to Croydon, so I'm playing either Div 1 or Div 3, so... It's great to have John Snell on the live feed with us. Very, very knowledgeable man, but so would you be, or a knowledgeable person, but the guy's been playing bowls since, as far as I know, and I think it was earlier than this, 1944, 45, I know he was playing at Ararat. So he's been playing bowls for a long, long time, and he's affectionately known as the grandfather of Australian lawn bowls. And again, fantastic to have him on the feed. Monbulk holding shot here. What's Irma done? Irma's at least followed it. I think they were only holding one anyway. So I hope everyone out there is enjoying the live feed and enjoyed listening to great man Johnny Snell have a chat with us. We appreciate his time. Again, one of the Lilydale boys came up and said, how about you play the last end, or the last game, which is nice. At least he gets to have a game in the tournament named after him. Sorry about the volume problem there. I didn't know the little camera had the microphone turned up all the way. Oh, great bowl here by Brian. That's 2 shots. That'll be handy. Handy coming into the second last end. Matty Perkins is having a go here. I think he's just a bit too skinny. Which gives Brian a big chance here to claim 3 if he can nail this like he did his last bowl. He's not wide enough. Oh, hang on, he's gone the other. So 2 there to Monbulk, which makes it 6-9 coming into the last end. As I mentioned before, unbeaten Monbulk up until this stage. So that's all right, I'm just checking the volumes here. Helps if I go to the right camera. And we'll zoom that out a touch. Well, here's Laurel, who's played well up to this stage. Put down some very good bowls, and that's not going to be far away. Oh, I thought I might have ducked down onto it, but she's done well there. So I appreciate everyone that's watching the live feed. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Feel free to jump on and make a comment, say hello. Hopefully the quality of the feed is up to scratch. A decent start there by Laurel. Well, that one's hanging out there. We found that in the first couple of games that we streamed on here, is that if you go out too wide, that you tend to stay out there. So there's that fine line of going out too wide or coming in narrow because you're scared to go too wide. Tebby's gone a bit hard on this one. Again, unless they're covering their bases. So we've currently got shot. Hello, Jules. Andrew Cullen's back on. Hanging crap as per usual. What's Irma done here? So I reckon that front bowl, and I'll just have a quick look from this angle. No, that's not going to tell me much. I'd say Deer Park, East Ivanhoe, I've got the shot here. It's Tebby down here. He's going to pull up short. Hard to tell on this angle. Hope everyone's enjoying the music in the background. Saves me from talking every 5 seconds. I was going to get the portable mic out for a while and go for a wander, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Lucas Protopappas and his mum Carol over there playing against my old mates from Bronia. Lord knows what the score is. Virgo's well short on that one. I don't know what. I don't know how we can get 3 out of this. I think they've got it pretty much covered. So this will be the last bowl of this. Oh no, Perko's still got one in his hand. I don't think that's going to get down hard enough. No, he's well overweight. Probably about a metre and a half through. So this will be Monbolk's first loss for the day. So both of these teams will be 2-1 going into the fourth game. So again, it's always difficult, these tournaments, to win all four. Tebby thinks it's one shot to them. I'll mark it as one shot, doesn't matter. The margins will come into it later. So it's been great having Deer Park and Monbulk on the feed. Again, as I was saying before, there's not... there's a lot of clubs who aren't from around the corner. Moonee Valley, Deer Park, two country squads that we had on before from Bungaree and Terrelgan RSL. So that's the end of that game. So I'll leave the cameras up and running and have a short break, and we'll be back in 5 minutes or so with the last and final game. Unfortunately, it won't be Johnny Snell's game, but whoever it will be, I'm sure it will be enjoyable. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. We've just got the teams getting ready now, folks, so we'll be with you very shortly once everyone gets back. And we've got actually 2 Lilydale sides playing, so I'm just going to go and work out who's playing in what side, and I'll probably just put the skips names up. So be back shortly, guys.
Appreciation announcement. We've had some fantastic sponsors this year come on board and support this day. I'd really like to thank Restoration Industry Consultants, Carbone's Cleaning, Brace Bulls Butcher, Sheen's Panel Service, All Seasons Garden Service, Jets Fitness, West Coast Mojo Signs, BDC Flow Dry Bar.
Hey? Mandy.
Thank you very, very much.
He wanted John to play. And so he agreed to pull out, and then he's got his drone here, so he's going to fly his drone.
Oh, yes.
So I was going to bring down mine, but he brought his.
Again, the raffle tickets are coming round, being sold. We'll have that drawn after you guys get off the green. Also, we've got less than 100 tickets for our major raffle for a week's accommodation on the Gold Coast. So even if you do have a ticket, guys, make sure you dig deep. This all goes to charity and the kids. Dig deep. Thanks, guys.
All right, everyone, I've worked out the side, so I'll just quickly chuck up the skips names for you. I'll get the camera down here sorted. Oh, sorry for the quick scroll. So, fix the scores up. There we go.
Good start.
So I'll announce the teams in a minute. And I'll work out in the tick whose bowls are what. So on Joshy Sanders' team, we've got Nico leading, Olivia Slade playing second, of course Joshy Sanders, and on Josh Pye's team, Dylan's leading and Shirley is playing second, and the sun's out. That means it'll start warming up again, which is nice. Dylan must be playing second, so Shirley probably led off. But yeah, this is going to be confusing. I'll have to write down whose bowls are what because they're all got Lilydale stamps on them. As you can see, the sun's poked its head out again, which is nice. As I've said all day, feel free to comment, and they don't have to be nice if you don't want them to be. As I said, I will find out who's bowling with what bowls. So I'll turn these microphones down now on the cameras. Otherwise, I'm sure Facebook or someone will have something to say about it. Joshy Sanders' last bowl. No, that's dying off nice and early. Joshy Sanders. Group goes up early. All right. So Again, I'm just writing down who's playing with what bowls here. Just because all of them will have the Lilydale stickers on them. It's been fairly easy in other games, but this one's a little bit different. Oh, I better change camera view. Sorry, people. What's Shirley done here? She probably wants to get around that front bowl, or she's going to try and cut underneath. Just a bit too much juice on it, but that's okay. Dylan's just gone through a touch there. Looks like Nico's still probably holding a couple here. I think, what's Olivia done here? She's sneaking through. Might be holding 2 or 3 here. Dylan's walked off the mat, not overly happy with this one. Or did he just race off the mat? Ah, there he goes. Joshy Pye's team's holding shot here. And as the sun beats over my shoulder, I can barely see what's going on. Hang on, Shirley's standing in front of the camera. What's that done? I can't see. Hang on, I think somebody's just told her to move out of the way. Obviously, Shirley's keen to see how the bowls are tracking. Joshy Pye's come in and nailed that one. Had a few bowls to play off. Let's see what Josh Sanders can do here with his. Joshy Pye, as he does, just taking his time getting down here. So he's hoping for 2 here. How's he going? Yeah, looks like 2 there. Yeah. 2 there to Josh Pye's team. Bit of a rough start for Shirley there, but I'm sure she'll come good with a second.
Weight's perfect, Shell. It's not very forgiving out here.
Once again, like to thank Hooded Life, who are my clothing sponsors. So anything for your club needs, doesn't just have to be bowls. Any kind of sporting club or corporate wear. I'll speak to Todd Simmons out at Hooded Life, or visit his website, which he's just recently had done up. And it will shows you everything that Hooded Life have got to offer. Yeah, good shot coming up here by Dylan. Yeah, great bowl. Don't need to ask who's holding shot there. Hello to all the people watching at home on YouTube, Matt's Jackson Balls YouTube channel. I've just recently released a couple of my coaching videos as episodes by themselves, and they're surprisingly doing very well. I don't know what I've done on YouTube to make them go well, but they have. So while you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe or like the live feed, or get on to Matt's Jackson Balls on Facebook and like the page, and be kept up to date with everything that's going on and any live streams I'll be doing. I've got the Across the Border tournament coming up on September 14th and 15th. Massive big tournament up there. I think the Saturday and Sunday tournament is worth about 40,000, so I'd say there's be some decent names showing up for that one. So tune in on the 14th and 15th of September for that one. long trek to Yarrawonga, but will be well worth it for such a tournament. So at the moment, Josh Pye's mob are holding 2 here by the look of it. So it's the bowl to the back right on your screen. And then Joshy Pye's got the one on the front right. Let's see what Joshy Sanders can do here. It's tracking well. It'd want to stop. Yeah, I think it's, yep. Yeah. Joshy Sanders gets the job done there on that end. So after 3, we're all tied up at 2-all. A few internal jokes going on here. Nico was asked, can he see that far? Bit harsh, I reckon, but sorry guys, just learning how to work this camera on the software on my screen rather than a remote control. And Nico had no problem seeing that far. Lovely bowl there by Shirley as well. Jack high. Just off to the side a bit. Nico's a touch short there. Bowling there by Shirley. 2 of them jack high. What's Olivia done here? Yeah, just adds to that count. What can Olivia do here if she can match that last bowl? I think she's dropped her weight. Yeah. Yeah, lovely shot there by Dylan. Great shot. 4 shot. And a toucher as well. So if Josh Sanders wants to have a go at this, it will depend what he wants to do. So as you can see there, the mat's right back. So see what he's going to do. He's kept it tight. I don't think he's got the weight he wanted. He's trying to sweep down on it, but just short on the weight side. Josh Pye's getting into that group of bowls over there. Again, I think Joshy Sanders is playing with the same weight. No, look at it hold. It's holding out there as it has done all day long. I think Joshy Pye will just be trying to draw another one in here. Get it out to grab another 2. I think he's a bit shallow on this one. Unless he gets a run off that. No. It's only the 1. So it's 3-2 after 4. I've just found out Josh Pye's group haven't won a game all day. Jossie Sanders has won 2, lost 1. See if Shirley can. There we go. There's that ditch side again. Get out too far and it holds. Get it wrong and it flies across the head.
Close.
Or if you Do like Nico's done here and get your line exactly right. That's what happens. It's definitely it's almost a bit of a three-way green, this one. If you get it wrong out wide, it holds. If you get it slightly on the inside, it shoots off. But if you get it right, then this kind of stuff happens. But again, if that was slowing down, it would have shot straight across the head. Yeah, I don't know what Josh Pye's doing there. I reckon he should be disqualified from this end, surely. I reckon Olivia's just got a touch too much weight on this. No. Carol Ann, obviously going for... Well, who are you going for, Carol Ann? Because we've got two Joshes playing. Or are you just saying, go both Joshes? There's a few people on this green throwing down absolute lightning rods of bowls. I've always been a big one of, hey, if you're going to throw down a absolute belter of a drive, you need to let people know, or either that or the people up your end need to let people know, because at some of the speeds some of these are going down, it can get quite dangerous. I actually have seen at a tournament I played at, I actually saw a bowl take off and get airborne and nearly knocked a bloke out. And he stood there for a couple of minutes and basically saw his life flash before his eyes. Oh, there you go, Carol Ann, that's better. Carol Ann. All behind Joshy Sanders here. I think Joshy Sanders would like a win too, because I think that, depending on other results, because he said he had a belter of a win on one of the games, so margin might come into it. Joshy Pye's gone through there. Joshy Sanders is trying to land on Olivia's bowl and make it two, or just beat these ones here, and I don't think he's going to get down hard enough, no. Three down, or three up to Josh Sanders. Again, it's hard to tell whose bowls are who here. I have written them down just to try and help everyone on the feed. Where's this going to? There we go, try and straighten this up a bit for people watching. Sorry. Oh. The remote control on this camera is a bit fiddly. It tends to want to run away. I am learning with this new gear that I've got, but hopefully it gives everyone a better view of what's happening. Shirley with her first one, and she's stuck out there. As you can see, it gets, once you're out there, it gets stuck. Keep saying it over and over again. I've got the advantage of seeing 35 ends before this. Shirley's definitely gone on the right line, I think, here. Whether she's got the pace or not, I think she's just going to drop a touch short. Line was bang on. And I think Olivia's out on that line where it's going to get absolutely stuck. She's out there near Shirley. Again, so important to get your line right. Yeah, I think Dylan's rushing through here. Rushed through by a good 2.5 metres. Olivia Waite has done her in here, but for a couple of the Lilydale people, there's 5 of them. Oh, no, there's 4 of them playing today, I think. Have just come back from Terrelgan last night after playing in the VBL, so they played Friday night all day yesterday, came back last night, and a lot of them are playing again, so you can expect a few of them to be a little bit off their game today, of course. But again, today's more about just enjoyment, enjoying yourselves. Not playing for sheep stations today. What's Joshy Sanders done here? This is a cracking bowl. Yeah, that's nice. So that'll be 2. It's interesting watching different people's styles and the way they bowl, their delivery. I reckon every time Joshy Pye gets on the mat, it looks like he's going to drive the thing. This is going to be all right here from Joshy Sanders. Tucks it around the corner. No. I still reckon that's definitely in. Could be 3 or 4 here. Because we've got Nico's bowl, Jack High, on that left of screen. Josh Pye's not happy with that. He's waving his tail around. I reckon they might be in a bit of strife here. Three. 4. A decent pick up here. That's 4 out of the way. Having a good think about it. Now they're going to measure. Get Liv to measure. One of the younger players. Get her to do all the hard work. That needs to. No. Joshy Sanders just picked up a 5. Makes it 10-3 after 6. Medium length one here. Good. Means I don't have to move the camera. See if Shirley can get them off to a good start here. So they've got 4 ends to peg back 7. Yeah, it's moving a bit. Oh, almost grabbed it on the way through. Yeah, I think Joshy likes that. Yeah, Jack Eye, that's a good one there. Nico's been getting them off to really good starts. Yeah, which is always a help. That's a good ball there by Shirley. Sets Joshy Pye's rink up to play the one hand. I think Olivia's got an absolute belter here. Look at that. Absolute corker of a shot. As it gets a bit darker again. Well, what's Dylan done here? Got him. Oh. Well, cleared Olivia's bowl out. So that's half the battle. delivery on a lot of these Lilydale players is so silky smooth. I just went through by about a metre. Yeah, didn't want flying through here. Well, he has opened it right up, so Joshy Sanders has indicated they're one down, so I'm presuming it's Shirley's bowl, which is almost jack high. Half a foot behind the jack. We'll see it there. Yeah, Livia's just yelled out there and said it was very skinny, which it was. Still a decent sized crowd here. Off to the left there's a whole heap of people off in the corner enjoying their day, watching some actually really good bowls. I think Joshy Pye stuck out in that ditch side. Joshy Sanders having a decent go at this. I think he's trying to play the jack through, which he hasn't. See if Joshy Pye can add to the tally here. If it doesn't duck off too... No, he hasn't got the weight. No weight on it. So I think that's one to Joshy Pye's rink. So it's 10-4 after 7. 3 ends to go. So I just want to thank everybody that's been watching today for what is a great cause, Royal Children's Hospital. Might back this camera off a touch. Oh, there we go, round and round in circles. It goes probably a metre short there. Uh-oh. It looked like it drifted out sideways and then started to come back. But she's ended up only 3/4 of a metre wide. Yeah, great day for a great cause. As Mr. Snell was saying before, last year they raised about $14,000. Nico's played a beauty there. So yeah, they raised about $14,000. Should be up and around that much today. Again, they do count bar takings. Basically, any proceeds today that the club get go to the Royal Children's. They've had barbecue snags and hamburgers and stuff going most of the day. So all the sales of that go to the charity as well. I've got to somehow learn how to slow these cameras down on the adjustments. They seem to either be flat chat or not at all. So sorry about the weird camera angles. Yeah, Dylan's got to catch that bowl, which he didn't. Great try. I'm not sure that'll get back from there. It didn't. Again, it's playing different ways depending on its mood today. Joshy Pye up first. No, he's not happy about that. I think Shirley's standing in front of the camera again. Sorry, folks. I think she's just realised now. I'm glad I've got all these cameras working, give you a bit of views of what's going on. It's going to hang out there again. Unless it gives Liv's bowl a bit of a punch through. No. Shirley's standing right in front of the camera. I think we're going to get a... No, there she is, standing right in front of it. Again, some people aren't used to being live streamed, so therefore don't understand the... What's a good word for it? Etiquette of playing on a live feed. Joshy Sanders has just belted one in. I think it's only the one. Surely done with the first here, well short and way across there. Again, people worry about playing that ditch side. Don't forget, everyone, tune into live feeds. I've just recently started a live show as well. We've had Lucas Protopappas and on one show, and Gary Cantwell, and on the other show had David Clark, well-known guy around the traps in Melbourne. So it was good having a chat to Clarkie about all things coaching and clubs in general. So I've got a few things lined up for the next couple of months. I was going to do them every fortnight, but I may do them every month or so. But subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications of when I'm doing live feeds and new coaching episodes and things. Join the Facebook page. This end's a bit loose by everyone. As I said earlier, Johnny Snell playing next door. Good on him. So we should get a game, I reckon. Last year he played all four. But he was pretty tired by the end of it, so it's good the guys sort of said this year, "Hey, look, you sit around and watch and enjoy the day that is named in your honour." But he's skipping the last game. Good on him. And Dylan's bowled an absolute corker here. Again, he's the only bowl within a metre of it. So you can sort of see a different angle there where the ones are short. So I think Joshy Sanders has just said he's going to come down the right-hand side. He's got all those bowls to play off. Hopefully get Dylan's bowl or Kitty out the back. Olivia's got two bowls out there. I think he's coming down with a bit of pace. I don't think it's going to get down hard enough. No. We had a look at it. Why not? 2 ends to go. He's got a commanding lead. This has got to stop, which I think it will. Yeah, 2 there to Joshy Pye's team. What can Josh Sanders do here? No. Yeah, he's gone through. Was tracking all right. See if Joshy Pye can make it through here. He's a bit skinny on it, but that's okay. He's just got to draw within that. 3. 12-7, and the last end is coming up. Oh, on camera. Good. Don't have to change it again. Always handy when you're doing your live feeds by yourself. The less camera work that you have to do, the better. I hope everybody has enjoyed the live feed today. As always, I enjoy bringing it to you. As I said, a little bit difficult when you're by yourself, but it's got to be done. Each of the people that I would have on the live feed sort of co-commentating. Most of them, pretty much all of them are playing. There goes Nico with highs, his bowl. Is that too far out to come back? It's thinking about it. Yeah, good bowl there. And Nico's started this end off well, holding 2. Great bowl by Dylan there. Absolute cracking bowl. I don't think this is going to be far away either by Olivia. Absolute cracker. Look at that. Hang on. Joshy Sanders has just said have a decent crack at this, so I'll go to that view. Otherwise, blink and you'll miss it. I don't think Dylan's used to playing shots like this, but it's holding nicely. It's going to hang on. Oh, geez, that's stiff. On from 1 down to 2 down. Now don't forget to check out the Lilydale Bowls Club Facebook page after this. I'm sure they'll have plenty of photos posted and results and things like that. That one. You'll find out how the day went in terms of money raised, I'm sure, in the next couple of days, and that's what it's all about. He's trying to raise some funds for this great cause. Here comes the boys. I'll go to that view. Joshy Sanders just asking what shot he wants me. What shot he wants me to tell him the shot, and I'm not going to do that. Because why would I call for something silly when they're holding like this and margin may come into it? So, no, missed it. I know what he was trying there, but no good. What's Joshy Pye going to try here? He's going to sneak around. No, I thought he was a bit heavy out of the hand. And here's the last one by Joshy Sanders. Last bowl of the day. Can he do what Joshy Pye was trying, sneak around the corner? Geez, he's not far away. Doesn't want to move that kitty though. Oh, I think he might have still hung on for 3. Yep. Don't know what's going on there. So, let's quickly do this. Oop. See again, these cameras are flying. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you had fun watching. It's been an honour to be able to do this for John Snell and the Lilydale Bowls Club. So we'll be back same time next year. As I said, subscribe to Mats Jackson Balls on YouTube. Keep up to date with everything that's going on. Or Mats Jackson Balls on Facebook. Our next live feed will be the 14th and 15th of September, which will be the Across the Border tournament. So hope to see you then. Thanks, Adrian. And I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks, and see you later.